Dollar Tree carries these burlap rolls pretty much every season, and they come in different designs, especially for the holiday ones, and they are so fun for crafting. I'm going to pair it with one of these thrifted canvases. You can find these style pretty much every day at the thrift store. I love finding these because even if you do not like the design, you can always remove the canvas and just keep the frame, which is exactly what we're going to be doing for this one. I am going to remove the hanging piece as well as each staple and then remove the canvas and these stickers, which they had a ton of. All right, I'm going to slightly sand it just a little bit to smooth it out. And then I'm also going to just wipe it really well and make sure that it's nice and clean because we are going to be painting this one with Waverly chalk paint in the agave color, which is a beautiful teal, kind of bluish color, and it's great for summer crafts or any day, really. So I'm just going to give it one coat because that was really all that it was needed, and we're going to set it to the side to dry. Now, I don't know what happened to the footage of me doing all these things, but basically once dry, I just distressed it around the edges using my electric sander. And then I paired it with one of these nautical style or beachy style burlap rolls that Dollar Tree brings every summer. I just ironed it a bit and then I placed it in the bag, securing it with some staples. That's it. I also drill a couple of holes at the top. This is because I wanted to thread some burlap ribbon right through them, and I think it really complements the look. I used a very thick drill bit because I wanted to make sure that it fit right through it. So I'm just going to place it on both holes, tighten the knot, and then we are going to have a nice way to hang this piece. Dollar Tree carries these summer style pieces that you can use for your decorations, of course, but you can also use for your crafting. I'm going to use one of the starfishes and I'm just going to hot glue it to the bottom right corner. This is just going to add a nice beachy tone and it's going to bring everything together. We're going to use this one as an earring holder, which I think is perfect, being that it's burlap and you can hang them right on the surface. How fun is this craft? Oh my word, it would be a great gift for anyone. Let me know what you think of this one down in the comments. Guys, I am so excited to tell you about today's sponsor because we are doing a bonus craft using the Leanne PixCut S1. This is an all-in-one literally solution because it prints and cuts pictures so that you can turn them into stickers. So basically, you are eliminating the need for multiple machines. It literally automatically recognizes the edge of your design. The setup is so easy. I did it in just a few minutes. All you have to do is download the app and then, of course, connect the machine via the Bluetooth. And it has the ability for you to upload your own photos from your own phone. And then you just can make copies of any photos you want, like I'm showing you here. And then you just send it to the machine after you size them and it'll print it and then cut for you. Once you peel the sticker, the adhesive is so strong, my friends. You can place it on any surface because it is waterproof. So even if it gets a little bit wet, it's all okay. And I'm going to show you another one because we're going to do a quick little craft here. I'm going to make a little card. So I'm going to use one of the templates that they already have in their app. I'm going to customize it to say thinking of you. And then I'm going to send it right onto the machine. It's going to print it and then it's going to cut it for me. And it really doesn't take a lot of time because you just send it to the machine. It'll print it, it'll cut it, and then let it do its thing. And you come back whenever you want. And then, of course, you want to add this to whatever cardstock you have. I'm just going to use poster board. I'm going to place it here in this piece of scrap poster board. Put it in just like a sticker, fold and cut as needed. Of course, I'm going to write my own little message inside. How fun is this? And I don't want to forget to mention that not only are these stickers waterproof, but they are also UV and scratch resistant. How awesome. So when you're done watching this video, check out a link down in the description box. Go in that link and then use code 15PIXCUT for 15% off. And this offer is good until June 8th. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm also going to use another thrifted frame. This is a different style one, not canvas, but it was really easy to pull apart because all I had to do was remove the wire to that it was hanging from. Of course, I used my wire cutters. And then the middle portion, I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, and I just used my mallet and I pounded it and it came off. And of course, none of the staples stayed or the little like tiny nails. And that was so fun. All right. I'm going to wipe it well. And then I'm also going to sand it just to remove any grime and also any sheen that it may have. And then once wiped well, I'm going to paint this one white. But of course, you can choose any color you want. But I do want it to have white because the burlap roll we're going to use has color. And I think it's just going to look so nice. I did 2 coats on this one. And then, of course, we let it dry fully. The burlap roll I am going to be using, you can find pretty much year round. It has nice butterflies on it, and the color in the pink is very pretty. I'm going to open it up, and it does have a lot of curls and just kind of just folded in a weird way. So I'm going to place my towel and I'm going to iron it. You can spritz it with water, and it makes it so much easier to iron and more effective. I'm going to use my mini heat press, but you can use your iron if you'd like. It'll work well as well. Now, after I've ironed it, I'm just going to cut several pieces. These are going to be about 6 or 7 inches thick, and I'm going to keep them in the length that they come in. This is because we're going to crisscross it on the frame. I'm going to give it a little bit more of an iron, and then we are going to just fold into pieces that are about maybe 3 inches thick, give or take, of course. And then we're going to place one completely vertically. We're going to flip it over, and then pulling and tugging as needed, I'm going to staple it in the back. Then I'm going to do the same thing on another one, but it's going to call horizontally, and this is going to give it that cross shape that I want. I'm going to cut off the excess, and then we're going to use some foam because we are going to attach this to the center. First, we're going to grab a couple of these zip ties from Dollar Tree, and we're just going to attach them, crisscrossing them. This is just going to kind of make that very secure, that center portion. Cutting off the excess, and then we're going to hot glue the foam right there because we're going to use or put a nice big flower right there in the center. I'm going to add another zip tie because I just want it to be nice and secure and not go anywhere. All right, so the flower that I'm going to use is from Dollar Tree. They carry them pretty much every summer season. They come in this little pot, and I'm just going to remove the actual flower and the leaves. I'm going to put glue there, and then we're just going to stick it right on the foam. And then I'm going to add the flowers or the leaves all around it, just in wherever I kind of see where it looks pretty. And I'm just going to add hot glue right underneath and then attach them. And that's it for this one, friends. I'm telling you, such an easy craft you can do. I think it's stunning. Any color combination will look great. But let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take these 2 wood slices, one larger and one smaller, and I'm also going to take yellow paint and black paint. I'm going to paint the larger slice in this beautiful yellow, and I'm just going to let it dry. Then I'm going to do the other one, and instead of painting it, we're going to cover it in this beautiful burlap fabric with a bee theme. I'm just going to cut a small little piece, making sure that I have one full bee in it. I'm going to spray adhesive the surface using the Gorilla spray adhesive, and then I'm just going to place the burlap and cut off the excess from the edges. That's how easy it is. You can also use Mod Podge. That works as well. I'm going to use a permanent marker, make a couple of holes here. I'm just going to make a mark and then drill holes. This is because I want to add some antennas, and I'm also going to add some legs to our bees. So just drill them where you think you want them, and then drill the hole very carefully, and we'll use protective gloves as needed. So once you have the holes nice and drilled, you want to bring in some pipe cleaners. I'm going to use these black ones because it just looks nice with the design, of course. And I'm going to cut a couple of them. These are about 2 inches long, give or take. Add a little bit of hot glue inside the hole, and then just place a pipe cleaner right inside. That's it. I'm going to place the other ones. These are a little longer. These are going to be about maybe 3 inches or so, and then I'm just going to place them right on the side, and these are going to be the legs. I did cut the antennas just a little bit more, as well as the legs. They just seemed a little long after they were on. I'm going to curl the antennas using the end tip of my paintbrush. That adds just a nice detail. All right, so now that the paint is dry, I'm going to use a black paint, and we are going to just make some stripes. We're going to make the middle one a little thicker and give it just a little bit of a curve, and then we're going to add 2 smaller ones on each end, and it's just going to give it that nice bee look. I used my laminator and I laminated one of the sheets to create this clear film, which works great when you are making these wings for the bee. I'm going to use my permanent marker and I'm just going to draw what will look like, or I think will look like, bee wings. And I'm going to use the first one and I'm going to create a second one so they are the same size and shape. Now I do want these to match, so I am going to take the second one and I'm just going to make those lines or just trace it on the edges. And then I'm going to make a couple extra lines just to give it a little bit more design on them. All right, so we're going to attach the wings. Now later on, I did switch it and I moved them down a little bit, but just to show you the entire process, I'm just going to add these here with hot glue. All right, I'm going to make a couple of extra marks and drill more holes because we are adding more legs to the bottom portion of the bee. And we're going to do the same process. We're just going to drill the holes, add a little bit of glue, and then add the legs. Once the legs are attached, I did give them like a little bit of a shape, like a little bit of a bend, and that's just going to give it that nice, cute leg shape. You see that? Like that. All right, so I'm going to add a popsicle stick to join these two pieces together. Nice, long, thicker one will work with hot glue. So this is me removing the wings and just moving them a little bit lower, and I think that looks so much better. Yeah. Anyway, so I want this bee to be able to hang, so I'm just going to drill a hole at the top, and then I'm going to thread some black jute string, and this is just going to allow me to be able to hang it wherever I want. How adorable is this bee? Oh my word. Friends, this is such a fun craft. I would love to know what you think of this one. Let me know. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another thrifted frame and we are going to remove these staples and everything that's all around it because we are going to remove that middle portion. This is temporary though. We're going to bring it back in, but we're going to cover it. So I'm just going to use several tools using my pliers as well as some screwdrivers really works. Then I'm just going to hammer out any staples that are just sticking out. And I am going to give this one a fresh coat of paint. Nothing major. It's still going to be white, but I do want it to be fresh and clean. And it did have a lot of scratches. So one coat really worked very well. And for this one, I used Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the white. I'm going to set it to the side to dry. And then in the meantime, we're going to take this beautiful burlap roll, again from Dollar Tree. We're going to open it up. And of course, we are going to iron it just a bit. Now, this one doesn't need to be ironed a lot, but iron it really does help remove some of those wrinkles and bends. All right, so then we're going to take the middle portion of the frame, and then we're just going to start wrapping it with the burlap. And I'm just going to keep making cuts as needed. It's kind of like wrapping a gift, but we want to leave the middle portion, like the front, a little loose because we are going to stuff it with pillow stuffing. I want this to have like texture because I want it to be like a cork board, a place where you can place pictures or notes. So I'm going to use some hot glue and just keep hot gluing as needed. See how loose it is? Then I'm going to use a Walmart pillow. I keep these all the time in my craft room. And then I just pull pillow stuffing as needed for whatever craft I need. So for this one, we're just going to keep stuffing it, making sure that it reaches each and every corner and every side. And then we're going to do that all the way to the one end. Once it's completely filled, then you want to flip it to the other side once again and then just finish attaching it. Now this one was still a little too loose, so now I'm just going to remove one side and just kind of pull and tug and add more hot glue. I am going to cut some of the excess burlap fabric just to clean it up, and then we're going to bring it right back onto the frame. We're going to place the frame on top. How pretty that looks. Flipped it over, and then using my electric stapler, I'm going to staple it. Now, I felt like it wasn't really attaching well. I think my staples weren't too big. So I'm just going to put some small screws in each corner, and this is really going to just tighten it. Just make sure that if you're doing that, the screws are not going to be too long, where they're going to go across to the other side. So I did that in the corners. Again, that really tightened it very well. I'm going to put that sawtooth hook that I removed earlier right back on the piece, and that's it. This will be another great piece you can gift to a friend or family member. Love, love, love how it turned out, but what do you think? For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I am going to take one of these wooden planks you can find at Dollar Tree, again, year-round in their crafting aisle. I removed the string. I'm just going to give it a couple of coats of this chalk paint in the white, let it dry. I'm going to take this welcome galvanized, kind of like metal word This one had a little plastic film over it. I've never seen that before, but it's okay. I removed it very easily. And I like the way it has that black tone, but we are going to switch it up because I want this to have a summer look. I'm going to use the Waverly chalk paint in the agave color once again, and I'm just going to tap it as I'm painting it. If you brush it, you're going to leave a lot of brush strokes, but if you tap it, it really works well. And I did 2 coats and then, of course, let it dry. I'm going to use this anchor, and I'm going to try to remove the little, oh gosh, it broke, the starfish. So I pulled it out as best as I could, and then I'm just going to use my heating tool, and I broke another one. That's okay. We fixed it. I'm going to remove the excess glue from it, and I'm just going to add a little dab of glue, and it actually worked really well. I was pleasantly surprised, but you can use any glue, of course, if you break it, or just let it out. It's okay. Leave it out. All right, we're going to add some more adhesive spray for this one, and we're going to do the surface and place it right there. Then we are going to cut off the excess from the edges, and I am going to use my X-Acto knife. It's very sharp, so be careful if you're using one, but this is the best I can figure out. The scissors would have been just too difficult, and of course, we want to do all around. All right, to help hide the little seams that I made, I'm going to give it a quick coat of chalk paint in the white, and it worked well. I'm going to place it right back where it was with a little bit of hot glue. How cute. All right, I'm going to make a couple of holes on this wood plank on the sides that it didn't have holes. Like on one side, it already had them, but on the other side, it didn't. So I'm just going to use my crocodile to do so. I'm going to distress the edges of this using antiquing wax and a stenciling brush. This is personal preference, of course. If you do not like that look, you can skip this part and just leave it the way it was. I just think it adds character and just a nice frame around it. I'm going to lighten it up and smooth it out using my sanding block. And then, of course, I want to wipe it really well. I'm going to place everything. I'm going to place the anchor on the right side in a tilted kind of motion. And then the welcome word with hot glue as well on the other side. I added this brown rope from Dollar Tree with hot glue, and that's it. How fun, how festive is this? Love how easy it was. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. And don't forget to check out Leanne's link in the description box. Take advantage of that 15% off. Have a blessed day. Bye.